We are going to talk about irony. Candidates are reminded that on questions that have to do with irony, you must identify the irony, not define, identify. What makes it ironical? And how does the irony help to highlight themes, to portray character traits, to help in plot development? If you fail to do this, then you have not answered the question. The chief priest helps the fawn to be enthroned, but when he tastes power, he turns his back against the fawn, against the chief priest. Ironically, the fawn is supposed to be very close to the chief priest because both are the custodians of the tradition of the people. Nevertheless, they do not see eye to eye because the chief priest does not agree with the incompetence, dictatorial, greedy, and corrupt manner in which the fawn rules the land. He has desecrated the gods of the land. He has debased the once revered red feather in the land of Iwawa, which was only conferred to the brave. This confrontation makes him to seize the farmlands of Shengo and punishes his close friends by beating them up. And all these actions highlight conflict, tyranny, and violence. Secondly, the fawn is supposed to incarnate the power of the people and defend the dignity of the throne. Ironically, he has transformed the throne into a place of pleasure where daily activities occur. Hardly does a day go by that that someone is not taking a title at the palace, and palm wine will flow. People will drink palm wine and get drunk. He also turns his back against the tradition of the land and even questions the existence of the god when he refers to the gods as non-existence, and the powers of the chief priest when he says he's a self-proclaimed priest. This audacity for questioning the presence of the gods whose powers he incarnates is very important because it leads to his demise. Thirdly, Gwe is a victim of the fawn's evil machinery because his father is killed by the fawn. Yet, he is one of his bootlickers and henchmen. His father's wives and lands had been seized by the fawn. And when the man goes to the palace to ask for his possession, he disappears. We expect him to become a sworn enemy of the fawn, yet he dishonors his father's memory by siding with his killer. He also explains that most of the people who disappear are killed at Epang on the orders of Fominyam and Fomi Eleme to highlight the fawn's brutality, dictatorship, and inhumanity. The fawn is a powerful leader who does whatever he wants. He seizes people's land, wives, and makes people to disappear. He rules without consulting his council of elders. Ironically, he flees when Kibaranko invades the palace and begs for his life to be spared. Kibaranko seizes the throne and splits it into two before setting the palace on fire. He also takes away the royal bugle. This is to show that dictators are generally cowardly in their actions, and they become very pathetic when they face their demise. The confrontation between the fawn and the Kibaranko marks the end of the fawn's ruin and also testifies that humans cannot fight against spiritual powers of the land. Next, the men of the land have become women, and they can't even lift their finger against the fawn. The Council of Elders is an empty institution that simply validates whatever the fawn decides. The fawn humiliates notables of the land like Sangong, subject the poor to misery, seizes people's farmlands and wives. Above all, he desecrates the gods and ancestors of the land. Ironically, it is the women who stand up to pull him down. They meet at the twin stream and join forces. Kwengong is empowered to confront the fawn and to bring him down. They are also the ones who choose the new form of government that will rule the people in the land. The women highlight change, and they are seen as agents of change. In the same way, they also highlight rebellion.